Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to another build order video on this channel. Today with the clan of the rat and the rat build order. Yeah, we're trying to get really big shamans here. That can take a little bit of a while. I can also tell you at what point you can go when you want to go a little bit earlier. But yeah, I'm just gonna show you how to go yeah, to really big shamans if you want to. So as the rat clan, you can already see we're starting with 6 villagers here already housed, which is perfect for me, since I love to get housed here. And all of them are low. So yeah, the happiness of the rat clan comes down to how many percentiles of your villagers are low at this point. So yeah, we would have -1 happiness if all our villagers would be at full health. Also, we're getting new population by basically building buildings. With each building that you get 1 population slot. That means you're gonna be housed quite a bit, but we have a little bit of a reserve here, so you can be up to 4 villagers housed, and they will instantly pop out as soon as you build a building. Other than that, we have the overwork button instead of the feast button, which will give you a 40% bonus of units production, but they will also lose health constantly throughout that. So that can be a bit of a problem. So our first thing that we want to do is get a chief. So we're gonna scout out the tiles surrounding us. If there is no ruin, no shipwreck or anything, we're just gonna go straight for a longship dock. I also like to build a woodcutter's lodge straight in my tile. And the next building that I would build would be the shaman camp to actually pop out our chief. But we're gonna wait with that a little bit because we're not there yet. What we need to get our chief is to get 10 population, which takes a little bit of a while. This is the thing that we are waiting for right now, and 150 crowns. So usually the thing that will bottleneck you is the population. So you should definitely watch out to not lose a villager in the early game here. So I'm gonna send these back. We can send 1 villager on wood probably, and all the other villagers we send into the dock over here. Let's go. So now we're going for a gold. This is the phase of the build in the rat game, in the rat start, where we have some time to breathe, basically. We can also scout a little bit more surrounding us, because, yeah, we definitely want to kill some stuff later on, because we're gonna heal with our camps here with the rat clan. We can explain that real quick as we are waiting. We're gonna go for the upper tree first, so sharp access into healing fire. Healing fire will yeah, we gotta explain the purification pyre first. As soon as we kill units or we lose units, there will be a flame igniting in our shaman camps. This flame, when we have a shaman camp in a tile build, will heal all the villagers in that tile constantly. So what we are trying to do is get healing fire, run around the map, clear out stuff. With that, we are gonna get our healing fire activated and heal the villagers in our tile and overwork, basically permanently. What will help us with that is also the medicine lore, so we also heal 50% faster. What will also heal is our chief and shamans that we can pop out the shaman camps. They will also heal stuff permanently. So as long as we are not clearing out stuff, they will also be at home and heal our units. So our goal is basically to more or less permanently overwork, or just as much as we can, basically. So at this point, we can slowly but steadily, we have 8.5 villagers now. Let's block this attack here. Like, really watch out to not lose a villager. Every villager that you lose with the rat clan will delay your chief by quite a bit. So yeah, just try to not lose any of them. So yeah, just finding more surrounding the map here. Let's see. Could also, no, I don't really want to scout the tiles for my teammates here. They can do that themselves. But yeah, basically just 1 villager away from getting our chief. The other thing that we're gonna do is we're going for overcrowding. So we can build 2 buildings of the same type in the same zone. And we're trying to get our main tile with 2 woodcutters lodges and 2 longship docks. I'm just a big fan of the docks on the rat clan, just to pump even more lore, basically. You can also do it with markets, but I really like my docks. And we have a double dock tile, we have a double wood tile, and we get a double food tile. So we can basically build 2 farms in this tile. And yeah, when we upgrade one, we basically upgrade both of them, which is pretty huge and yeah, pretty helpful when you can go for that. So our scout is still running around. This is actually a neutral tile there. Interesting. Yeah, basically just gonna pull the scout back very soon as we scouted that tile. I'm just trying to scout a bit of the map so we can see as much as possible of it. So yeah, we can later on heal the stuff on it to basically make our flame ignite as much as possible, and therefore also heal our villagers. If we would have a chance to go for the lore right now, we would definitely do that. We sadly don't, which will slow down the build a little bit more. But honestly, I always like that quite a bit, since yeah, makes the game a little bit easier to replicate for you. We're basically starting in the worst situation that you can be in, which means when you try it out yourself, you basically yeah, have room upwards, but you will always be able to replicate it. So we're going for the fox now, which will now ignite our flame. But since we do not have the lore yet, we won't be healing at this point. So at this point, I'm just gonna put my chief into my main tile. And before the first winter, I will usually try to get at least 1 overwork out. So we're gonna get a villager on lore. And we're gonna start with the overwork. We can also get a farm. Would like to get that relatively early, so let's do that right now. Why not? It will also give us 1 bonus villager over here. And you can see all our villagers are just taking damage at this point. These in here will be healed by my chief. It will not be enough, like they will definitely still get low, even though my chief is healing all of them. These villagers are just right now not getting healed. So at one point we will definitely need to get a shaman to also heal the villagers on that tile, so we can keep on doing what we're doing. So we're building the farm right now. Can set in villagers there right as soon as we got it built. And I think at that point we can already get our first shaman and put it over into the farm tile. So now we're healing a little bit at this point. What would be really, really nice is, of course, to build another shaman camp inside our farm tile. So this will be our main 2 eco tiles, so it would be good to have shaman camps in there as we do that. We built the shaman camp right now. As soon as it's built, whoa, let's block the fox over here. As soon as the shaman camp is built, we're gonna take both of our units here, and we're gonna clear out the foxes as far as we can. We're probably not gonna be able to kill all of them, but yeah, we're gonna try at least. So we're gonna wait until the shaman camp is up, so we actually get the full bonus. That gives us more time to actually heal both of our units. If you would want to heal them faster, you could also put them over here. Then they would not heal the villagers, because they have a certain amount they're healing, and it splits up basically between all units. So if there's only a few units to heal, they will be a lot faster than if they are right now. So here we go into the foxes. Try to kill as many of them as possible. Definitely not lose any of our units. That is very, very important. So, oh, we'll actually be able to fully clear them out for now, which is kind of huge. Let's go. And yeah, there we go. And we go back to our respective tiles. Now we have the flame burning for 51 days. And yeah, could probably do another overwork somewhere throughout the winter. For the military tree, we're definitely going for legions here, because we want to upgrade a lot of camps. And maybe we even mix the units later on in the game sometimes. If you're feeling like it, that would definitely be possible. But we're going for Foundations of War here for the free camp upgrade, because this is what we definitely want. The AI is really annoying here, so just colonizing right next to me, which is absolutely disgusting. We can just take the zone back, but obviously kind of weird here, right? So we're gonna start with our stone production now throughout the winter. Trying to get as much as possible there. We already have a lot of full health villagers, so it would basically be a waste to not go for a overwork right now. So even though it's winter, it's not gonna be as good as a summer overwork, since all the villagers are, yeah, not going for, not having their full production, also the farmers. Still, it would be a waste to not go for the overwork when you have full health villagers. We are gonna try to heal as much as possible throughout this winter, so we can do a lot of summer overworks, but if we have a lot of full health ones, it just makes sense to do it differently. I think at this point I'm gonna send the shaman over here because all of them are very well healed and the villagers in here have a bit of problems. So we sent the shaman over here to just have more healing on that tile there. So we're also going for the stone. The wood production is also going up. We have medicine now, which will help us a lot, overworking a lot more. And now we are basically waiting to hit our overcrowding. As soon as we hit overcrowding, at first, I will usually break down the scout camp here. If you feel like there's no way of doing that in this moment because you still gotta go for a ruin or something, you can also develop the tile instantly because you should usually have a lot of gold from your sailors just going here all the time. Oh yeah, we definitely need to do another overwork here in winter so we do not start starving. I'm even gonna put out the sailors for the moment then. And that should usually be enough. If not, I'm gonna send one more of the miners out. But nah, we're gonna be fine here. So you could also develop the tile. We're gonna do it later, in a later point, we're gonna do it anyway. So it doesn't really matter if you wanna do it now or not, since we, yeah, have the crowns over here. I'm probably just gonna break down the scout camp. That should make it just a tiny bit easier. So, gonna wait with it a little bit, but just because as soon as I break down the scout camp, I'm also not gonna have a new vill to pop in there. So, as soon as we hit overwork, we also want to get the second farm, like a lot of this stuff. We can wait with the second dock a little bit, but in the long run, we also would want to get that, of course. So, yeah, overwork is soon gonna stop. I think now we're gonna take a bit of a moment now to relax, heal a little bit. What we could also do is clear something out with a chief. There's 2 more foxes. It's pretty funny. The AI is colonizing right next to me, but doesn't clear the 2 foxes over there. But that gives me the chance to kill them. It's not that much but what we're about to get then, but yeah, we take everything we can get. We also try to steal the style away from the AI as soon as we can, because we want a second stone here. Yeah, it's just AI things, right? So we could kill the fox over there, then we can go over here, try to kill a draugr, maybe. There's a lot of draugr in here, 5. So we're probably not gonna be able to clear them out fully, but yeah, we can take a shot at least. So we can also put some villagers back in there, into the dock. And yeah, let's try to at least kill one of them. That would be huge. Since, yeah, a lot of damage coming in from the draugrs. Ay. Will we? No, we will not be able to kill a single one of them. Well, it will get easier and easier with time. Let's just heal a little bit at this point and, yeah, try later, basically. Which isn't perfect, but just what we gotta do at this point. We can now upgrade our town hall. Will give us 2 instant villagers. Overwork is gonna hit in a second, so we can just break down the scout camp. If we would want to scout later on, we can still rebuild it. Go for overcrowding, get the wood camp, build it. Most important thing here, because afterwards we would like to go for the second farm. We can also try to just lose villagers here to ignite our flame. That's also absolutely possible, since we have 2 in the reserve anyway. As soon as these miners die, new villagers will come instantly, and we will also ignite our flame with that, so we have more healing, so we can basically start perma-overworking here again. Send new villagers into the mine as soon as we can. The woodcutter's lodge is also up, so we can have a lot more wood production now, and we are going to send a new one into the mine. Here we go. We could also build another shaman camp in this tile. We don't really need it right now, but in the long run it would be a nice thing to do. But at this point I'd rather have my second farm, and maybe the next building would be another shaman camp in there. Basically just to get more healing fire bonus route, right? So we don't need to heal these miners here at all, and they also don't die all too easily. Sometimes it can be nice, but we could also let people die by just like perma overworking, right? People will die at one point even with all the healing. So, get another villager up there for the farm. Should be done in a second. At this point we can think about getting another farm. That's actually pretty nice. So there's so many clans where I would be so annoyed getting attacked by an elf. Over here, I'm actually a big fan of it. I think it's gonna attack in my main tile over here, because as soon as we kill it, we ignite our flame again, and the elf gives you a lot of flame there. So definitely a big fan. The stack is stealing our stone here, which is huge. I love that. He even mined already. Holy moly, man. Wild. Yeah, that's a bit of a downside here. We really would want as much stone as possible to go for, yeah, that's actually as fucked up, but that's how it goes. We're not gonna be able to get shamans that are as big because of that, but that's just how it is. You can see later on that you could just theoretically go for more camps if you would have more stone. Sadly, we're gonna have a tough time here because the stack just decided to steal off all of our stuff here. So, we killed the elf. That gives us like 40 days of more ignition here, which means we instantly gonna overwork again. We more or less want to do that permanently. And at this point, we could just upgrade a farm as soon as we get enough wood. So our food production should just be insane at that point, since the food upgrade will count towards all of our units here. We will also, I think, since we are over here, we're just gonna put one more villager on gold, which should be enough for a while. Then we develop this tile over here, and we go for the iron on it. So we also got that done. We can then go for the tool upgrade for farmers and sailors, definitely. And probably also for the shaman upgrade for now. At this point, shipbuilding seems pretty nice. We're not making full use of the ship right now, but we're also gonna upgrade it quite soon. So yeah, we can also develop this tile and then build the second dock. That should be quite good over here. So at this point, I think we're actually want a little bit more healing on my chief. Let's just go over here for 1 second. Just because I have no flame burning right now, I would like to get that as soon as possible. So let's just heal in this tile where most villagers are already full health. That means a lot more healing will hit my chief. So we should be able to jump in this tile very soon here. And at least kill one draugr. This time for real. This time for real. It'll take a bit of a while here. As soon as these villagers are full health, it's gonna be super fast. Because all of the healing is just gonna hit my chief. You can already see how my happiness is plummeting because I have so many full health villagers. So it's usually not really what you want to do, that you have a lot of villagers at full health. But at this point, it doesn't really matter all too much, since we're also still happy. So let's go in. Will get easier with every draugr killed. The damage of my units is really low, so yeah, can be kind of tough to kill stuff here actually. Let's just jump out, heal a little bit more. Blizzard incoming. Not the biggest fan of that, obviously, but it's just what's going to happen in Northgard, of course. So not too bad. Just gonna send these fills back too. We could probably just go for a forge. Let's build that. Now we jump in again. See if we can ignite the flame just a little bit more. Could split up the damage a little bit. That should help. And yeah, now we have a nice amount of flame. And we didn't lose anything yet, so that's kind of nice. So, I guess we're gonna break down the mine, even though that's gonna lose us one population here. So, yeah, the thing that we're burning for, let's say that. Let's break this down. Probably just overwork until the blizzard comes in, so we're doing fine there. Yeah, we want the gold to basically develop this tile here first, so we're gonna wait a little bit with the forge. Right now, it's just about surviving the winter here. It's not gonna be too hard. Since, yeah, we just got a bunch of resources here, so we're gonna be definitely fine. We could also just go for another tile here. Shouldn't be too big of a problem. We're gonna be fine. And we're 2 months away from taking the zone. He already took so much stone from us. It's really disgusting. But, yeah, that's just what's gonna happen when you play with AI, I guess. So, we are now usually going for carpentry mastery. At this point, I'm even thinking about if it's still worth, because yeah, our boy is taking everything from us anyway. But yeah, I'm still gonna go for it here, just to show you what you should theoretically do. Blizzard is coming in. As soon as the blizzard is there, I guess we're just gonna get all the upgrades throughout the blizzard. Be real here, right? To be real, we're just gonna get all the upgrades throughout the blizzard. Even though usually, if we wouldn't have the blizzard right now, I would build the second dock, get more gold production at this point. But since all my production will be reduced throughout the winter, and like forging just takes just as long, I'm just gonna do it like that. Going for the farmer's upgrade, for the sailor upgrade, and going for the shaman upgrade. Afterwards, we're also going to go for the red relic with the last 10 iron that we have. So that's also going to be quite nice. And yeah, helps us out with that. So the iron is going to be gone in 1 second. We will have that done. How much longer until I can take that tile? Finally, break down the tower, cost taxes without end. We don't need a marketplace. And I guess I take the offering well for some extra stone that he stole from me. He left almost half of it. I guess that's kind of nice. Send these vills out. Oh yeah, the villagers popped out because I had the building there. Not too bad. And we're going faster and faster towards the gold that we need. Kinda nice, kinda nice. So the rest of the winter, we will basically just try to get back onto healthier. What would be kind of nice would be clearing out something. I don't know if I'm able to kill these draugrs there. Because it is winter. Oh, 2 of them are attacking me. That's actually kind of nice. That means I can 1v1 this guy. Yeah, our damage is actually an absolute joke when we go out of a territory, right? So, let's clear out this draugr. Get the flame burning. Go over here, heal a little bit as long as we can. You can see it goes a lot faster if there's only the units in there that are healing themselves already. We're only also slowly but steadily getting to the point where we could get a 3rd shaman here to help us out. Not only to clear a little bit faster, but also to, yeah, set over, probably over to this tile there. Or just more for my main tile. So, both of them wandered down there. It's quite a route to go. But yeah, now we should have enough units to make it happen. Let's go. Good thing is the flame is burning either way. Okay, we lost the shaman here. That were absolutely needless, but it's also not too bad, really. It really, really isn't too bad. We get one more. We shouldn't use here as the chief. That would be real bad. But here we go. Flame ignited. There we go. And I think, yeah, we should probably just overwork at this point. The good thing is that 200, all of the units that are getting healed produce 30% less, consume 30% less resources. I guess I'm just gonna get one of the shamans up there. And actually heal the miners. That would be kind of good. yeah, basically waiting for 100 gold now. We blew a little bit on the Shamans, but we're gonna get there really soon. This time we're gonna go for enrollment. Means all of our wounded units cost 30% less gold to actually train, which is kind of nice. And yeah, as soon as we get enough gold to develop the zone, we're instantly gonna get the dock and start yeah, really producing gold at this point. Can't be too long anymore. And here we go. And here we go. There we go. Second dock. Can we build it somewhere? Not easy, but possible. Another Merca for attack. Like I said, doesn't really matter too much to me. We're gonna stop on the forge here for this moment. Basically just because we don't have enough gold to go for the mine yet. And we can also start spamming more of these camps. Basically just to bolster up our pop. Where's the elf coming? We should see a grey dot running towards us. There we go. Let's defend against this. We'll ignite our pyre at the perfect moment yet again. I think we're just gonna fill it for now. Another one up there. Break that. Put Vils in there. Get a bit more going. We could also go for the kobolds here. At least a few of them. Yeah, let's just do that. Go over here, heal a little bit, and then we're gonna also clear out the kobolds to fully fill up our pyre there. That should be kind of nice. The gold is pumping. Should also keep overworking, especially when our ignition pyre is going. And what we could do here is break down the mine now and build the silo. We never really had the wood to do that up until this point, but as soon as we can, obviously it will help. And you know, wood is fully going, so soon we're just gonna build more and more camps here. So let's go. Let's clear out the kobolds. Probably not completely far from that. Very, very far from that. But as many as we can. And that is something. That is at least something. The foxes are quite annoying on that tile. Make it kind of hard to clear all of them. But that's alright. Okay, the stone is gone. Very good. At this point we have enough gold to go for our relic. It's really nice, and we just keep overworking all the time. Oh god, a lot of low villagers in my main tile, so I'm gonna put all of my healers in my main tile so I don't have a lot of people dying now. Here and there, you know, not the biggest problem, since we get a little bit more of like our purification pyre burning. But generally we would like to keep the villagers, of course, right? But we have 3 villagers in reserve, so we should be fine. I'm going for pain suppressant here. That means wounded units move 20% faster and attack 20% faster. Fur coats can also be kind of nice, but pain suppressant will just make you better. Yeah. Just better army, basically, for fighting. Sorry, lost my thought train there a little bit. Oh, we actually get another stone up here. Oh my god. That's just stupid. Okay, then we go for that. I didn't even see that stone for all the game. Blaming my teammate here for stealing my stuff, but honestly, that were a little wild. We're just gonna keep building more camps, basically just to get more pop. Definitely want to do that. Also healing a bit more. We could get another shaman even on top here to yeah, basically be able to clear out the kobolds, have the pyre burning even more. I think we're just gonna do that. Because we're getting relatively low on the flame again, so we run out and we just do more at this moment. That should be possible. We have 1 kobold respawning, that's not too bad. Let's just heal here for a second. Probably go for the foxes first, because they won't respawn. Makes it a little easier here. But yeah, we got a bunch of healers in this tile now. We could go over here. This. Are we building more of them? We are. Can even spam a lot more later on. Oh yeah, we definitely need more woodcutters. Get this going. Never be lacking any woodcutters here. That would be really, really good. Okay, they're all full health, not healing anything at this point. Jump in, clear some stuff out. Chief out. And we lost a shaman. Shouldn't be too bad. Right now, our flame is fully burning. Very good. I'm not instantly gonna get the shaman back. Gonna wait a little bit. Do that a little later. So, got a bunch of buildings already. Our pop is also looking really good. I think at this point we're just trying to pump more wood here. It would be really nice. I definitely need another shaman. We're gonna get it back more or less instantly. Else we're getting a bit of a problem there. So yeah, at this point, you can already see our gold economy is pumping pretty hard. Getting a lot of gold here. We could generally already attack here at this point. It is possible. But usually, you as a rat, you're not really stressed out here, right? Like, you can wait. You're just getting stronger. So if you get attacked at this point, obviously, just get a bunch of shamans. Watch out that your villagers are low when you convert them. Because when you have a full health villager, right here, would cost 48 gold to get a new vill, basically. If I send this vill over here, it's only 34. Why? Because this villager is low and we took enrollment. So wounded units cost 30% less to, to train, basically. So we have a kobold attack up there. Okay. I see why the kobolds wouldn't like me. I attacked them a few times, so I guess that's fair. It's 7 kobolds. That's quite a bit. That is quite a bit. But since there are no foxes on there, I feel like when I go for full health, I should be able to clear them all out. Here we go. Also gonna go for mill strat here. I don't think feeling safe is too much of the call, since our happiness usually is already pretty good on rat. So I don't feel like boosting our happiness even more is all too worthy. Our teammate is even coming over and helping me. What a huge guy. I'm already done though. My flame is fully burning. And now we're instantly gonna start overworking again. The next one, I would probably go for Freya's Blessing yet again, because I feel like happiness is not really the problem on rat. Not at all. Like, the happiness is always there, as long as you have low villagers, so I don't really feel like boosting my happiness is worth all too much on the clan, but yeah, if you feel differently, you can, of course, also do it differently. So, we get a drawer attack here. That's actually kind of nice because, yeah, it's just gonna ignite our flame again. Like I said, like a semi-clear clan here on Rat. Like, we like it when we can kill some stuff because that will basically ignite our pyre, give us healing everywhere, and yeah, be a huge help basically. At this point, basically just waiting it out. I'm just completely greeding out here, getting the strongest army I could ever get. Like I said, could attack at any moment here, but we are just basically waiting it out. I could also upgrade all the shaman camps right now already. We even got a free one here going. But yeah, we could also go for an altar and everything, but I'm just trying to go for fat shamans. This is the one thing I want to get here. The biggest shamans I could possibly get. For that, we need to permanently overwork. We have, what was that sound? What was that sound again? I once remembered, when I get my relic, I think that sound comes, because I have a boar. But what was that sound again? Well, who cares? Who cares? Doesn't matter. I used to know, but please put it down in the comments. I'm pretty sure somebody will know what this little boar sound were. I'm somehow giving that over to Hippo, but I don't know why. But it doesn't matter all too much. So yeah, building even more shaman camps, basically only to bolster our pop. We don't really need that many shaman camps. We're gonna have so much military... yeah, we're just basically gonna have so much warband that it doesn't really matter, since as soon as we upgrade all the camps, we're gonna be so damn fine. We are getting attacked by the drawers now. Go over, clear that out. thing, the stack is a little dumb, so I can hopefully clear out my stuff myself. He's getting attacked himself, which is the funny thing, and he's not dealing with that. So he might just lose a tile there. Okay, we're done with the relic. We put down the relic. Gonna cost a lot of food here when we go here. And yeah, we get our Garm, which I would understand if more noises come at now. Very tanky unit. Heals itself as long as the pyre is going. So as long as we have a flame going, our incarnation will also be healing here. And yeah, pretty strong unit, pretty tanky unit for the fight. So always nice when you can get the relic. I don't think it's a must. You can also be fine without the relic, but yeah, it can be really, really helpful. I think at this point I'm even gonna get a bit of a help wood camp here. Because the only thing that we really need is a lot of wood to upgrade all our camps. So let's just try to put the pedal on the metal there. The pedal to the metal even more there, just to show you how much you can actually get, like how healthy your shamans can actually get here when you get into the late stage, right? So this is definitely a strategy that you could also use in free-for-alls, duels or anything, because you're usually always able to fight with some army. It's just that you don't really stress out, right? You're one of the stronger late game clans, especially against Dragon. You have a huge upside because the shaman effect that you get for the upgrade will basically trigger every time you get damage on a shaman, and all the units surrounding it will get a little bit of attack power. And when the dragons have the AoE, they will trigger this all the time. So dragons hate fighting against okay, getting attacked again. Dragons hate to fight against rats completely, for good reason. For good reason. So, we can go over there. We could also do more with our incarnation at this point. Since very, very good tank, high defense. Here we go. Can go right back. And at this point, we're slowly but steadily getting a good amount of wood here. And I think we're only gonna overwork one more time until we have enough wood. And there we go. I think we could already go, like we can already upgrade the camps. The thing why you shouldn't upgrade the camps instantly is because an upgraded camp costs 45 upkeep a year, an unupgraded camp costs 30 upkeep a year. So you're gonna hurt your gold. You will see my gold falling as long when I upgrade camps here. Like the production will fall, right? Of course the gold falls because I upgrade stuff, but the production will also fall. So you can see we got all the camps upgraded. Now we can put villagers out of the bog. Take all the low villagers and turn them into shamans. Here we go. Whoa. Not even that impressive. We could have probably more numbers here. But look at the amount of health that we have on these shamans. We're going for 76. 76. Can be a lot higher when you even get a lot more food, but 76 is already quite a good number here. Now, if you would mix up units, because we took the Legions tree here on veterans, increase the bonus for military building upgrades to other units by 50%. So, all of my warriors would also be a little bit healthier now. All of my other stuff would also be a little bit healthier right now. So that is pretty nice. We also got the blood ties here on air. Our war chief, so we sacrifice 50% of Air's maximum health to heal all units in the tile while fighting, basically, which is a pretty good bonus that you can get. So you can go over here, going with the shamans, and clear them out. And is there anything? I think we're gonna go for the giants. For the giants, there I should be able to show it pretty well. I don't think. Are we able to kill the giants with that? Let's just heal for a second and see. Because the army should be too bad. The problem is the AoE damage that we will be getting from them. Obviously, I could be a little bit cheeky with my incarnation here. Just come in with that. Take the main part of the damage and then come in with my army. So, okay. And now Oh, we killed Ayer basically with the effect. But now my units are permanently healing. And we should actually be able to clear out these giants. Especially when we get damage if we just pull out the units. Holy moly, yeah. Yeah, pretty beefy boys we have right here. Don't underestimate how beefy they can get. Obviously, you're also able to get a lot more gold surrounding that spot. You could also go for markets or everything. If you go even later into the game, the problem that we had over here is only gold, right? You can get so much more army when you just have gold. We basically just went for, okay, going for the maximum shamans and then instantly pushing out. But yeah, there's a lot possible here, and yeah, generally a very, very strong clan. Can attack earlier, can attack later. The healing can be really, really huge, because right now you can see I'm also healing the units of my teammates. So oftentimes you can attack somebody and just wait in front of their tiles. Like you can see, like we decolonize this tile here if this would be an opponent, and then we just stay here, heal up again, and before we push in further, because oftentimes you will lose pushes because you fight against them. All of your units are low. You need some time until you actually reach your main tile, and up until this point they already replenished their army and they are able to beat down your low health army. But when throughout all that time you just colonize them with a few units, like you just send a few units in and decolonize, and the rest of the units just stays outside and heals, like you also heal the units of your teammates, that can be really, really frustrating and really hard to beat. Especially also against the Hippo relic, the catapult. When you actually turn out in a game where the Hippo relic is built, having a rat on the side is basically the counterplay, because you will always out-heal the damage the catapult will be doing. So yeah, with that, I think we're gonna finish the video here. I hope you've enjoyed the build order. I'm really enjoying the rat clan. It's really special clan here, let's say. Feels really unique with all the mechanics going on, with the overwork and what you have. And it can be extremely strong in late game if left alone, how you can see over here. You can also attack with normal shamans, of course, with normal army, when you feel like this is rather your way to go. I just feel like shamans are really, really good for rat, because you usually have low villagers because of the enrollment. Yeah, if the enrollment lore, you want to have your units low when you get them out, and then you need at least a few shamans so you can heal them up again. So even if you go warriors, you will still need some shamans to actually yeah, heal yourself there. Well, with that, thanks everybody for watching, tuning in here. If you enjoyed the video, please consider to leave a like down below. It really, really helps out. Yeah, if you aren't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe if you want to see more content like this. Yeah, really motivates, of course, yeah, to see the subs around, and yeah, also the people, if you are interested in streams or anything. I'm streaming relatively regularly on Twitch and here on YouTube, so yeah, just stay tuned and maybe see you back in the next video. Thanks everybody for dropping in, and yeah, have a great day. Bye bye.